Good evening, virtual pilgrims, and you join us tonight in the dining room of the Golden Walls Hotel, which is where we've been staying in Jerusalem, and it's the end of a really remarkable day. It's been an amazing day of pilgrimage to begin with. We've been to the Noster church where Jesus taught the disciples to pray the Our Father. We went into the wilderness, and as good Lancashire pilgrims, we managed to bring wind and rain to the desert, but still had an amazing Mass against the backdrop of the Judean wilderness. We saw St George's, we've been to Jericho, but also we've engaged with contemporary issues today. One thing we like to do in this pilgrimage is not just freeze time as if it were 2,000 years ago, but actually think about what life is like for people in Israel and Palestine today. And one of the amazing things we've done is to go to a boys' home, Gil El Jamal, in Bethany. Lisa's joining me. It was an amazing visit, wasn't it, Lisa?
It was really interesting, and I felt really privileged to be able to go and see the work at this home. And the boys are just great. They're aged from about 4 to 20, and they're all boys who've had really difficult backgrounds. Many are orphans, and they are looked after so well. And we met the house father, who was such a wonderful man, and he too had been an orphaned boy when he was a little boy, and he was still working with the children. And they didn't have a lot. It was a wonderful, clean, sunny, bright place, but they didn't have a lot, but they were so happy and so loved. And it was a real privilege to be there and pray with them and see the wonderful work that's going on.
And some pretty tough stories, weren't there? We met one boy called Jamal who went into the orphanage at the age of 2, and they found 40 burns on his body from cigarettes. Yeah. So some terrible stories, but actually stories of redemption. Yeah. And I think one of the great things is that we've seen God's kingdom, we've seen God at work, not just in the dead stones, but in the living stones and in what's going on today. It's been one of the real features of our time together, hasn't it?
It has, it really has. And at the boys' home, they're really planning for the future of these boys, planning for them to go to university, to go to technical college, so that they will have a future and they will have homes and families that they'll be able to give more to than their families were able to give to them.
So another amazing day here in the Holy Land. We've got just one full day to go, can you believe it? Yeah. Which we're spending in Jerusalem. So come back tomorrow and find out what's going to happen then.